Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Dr. Azhar Ali, Assistant Professor, Electrical Engineering Department, Sarhad University, Peshawar. Dear students, this lecture is the continuation of my previous video lecture. In the previous video lecture, we have learned about inverse of a square matrix by using Cramer method. And today we are going to learn about the inverse of a square matrix by using elementary matrix method, that is Gauss-Jordan method. And this is the first lecture of 4th week for the course Applied Linear Algebra. Now, since in the previous lecture we have learned about the inverse of matrix by Cramer method, that is given by A inverse. Suppose if we have a square matrix A, then the inverse of the square matrix A by Cramer method given by 1 over determinant of the matrix A and adjoint of the matrix A. So for that purpose we have discussed the adjoint of the matrix, that if we have a square matrix A, then first of all we find the cofactor matrix of the A, and then taking the transpose of the cofactor matrix of matrix A, we obtain the adjoint matrix of A. And hence then we have discussed the definition of the inverse of a square matrix A. Suppose we have a square matrix A, then the square matrix A will be invertible if there exists another square matrix B of n by n order, such that AB is equal to BA is equal to identity, and identity matrix will be the matrix of the same order n by n. Then matrix B is called inverse matrix of A. So inverse of A denoted by A minus 1, A inverse, and A inverse is equal to A inverse into A will be equal to the identity matrix. Matrix A is said to be invertible if inverse of the matrix exists, and non-square matrices do not have inverses, and not all square matrices have inverses. A square matrix which has an inverse is called an invertible or non-singular. After that we have discussed that we can find inverse of matrix by two methods, in which one method is the Cramer method. In the Cramer method we can find the inverse of a square matrix A by determinant of the matrix A and adjoint of matrix A. And today we are going to learn the inverse of square matrix by Gauss-Jordan method. In this method we will learn about the elementary matrix. So what is the elementary matrix? An n by n matrix is called elementary matrix if it can be obtained from n by n identity matrix by performing a single row operation. For example, this is a 3 by 3 identity matrix. So the elementary matrices E1, E2 and E3 can be obtained by single row operation. For example, this is elementary matrix E1, which is obtained multiplying R3 by minus 3. We get this elementary matrix from the identity matrix 1 0 0 0 1 0 and 0 0 minus 3. Now 8 3 times R3 to R1, we obtain another elementary matrix E2 from the identity matrix, which is 1 0 3 0 1 0 and 0 1 0. Now the third elementary matrix will be obtained from the identity matrix by interchanging R1 and R3, which contain the entries 0 0 1 0 1 0 and 1 0 0. Now let's move on an example. Suppose we have a 2 by 2 matrix and we need to find the inverse of the matrix by Gauss-Jordan elimination method. By Gauss-Jordan elimination method mean to transform this augmented matrix AI into IA inverse. Then this matrix will be the inverse of matrix A. So write augmented matrix A and identity. A identity matrix. Now this is a single matrix. Consider this is a single matrix A and I, and consider this is a single matrix. This is I augmented matrix. Now to transform this matrix into identity by using elementary row operations, then the new obtained matrix in this place will be the inverse of this matrix A. So add minus 3 times R1 to R2, we get 1 2 0 minus 2, and now the identity matrix will be obtained 1 0 minus 3 1, and now multiplying R2 to minus 1 over 2, this matrix will be now 1 2 0 1, and this matrix will be now 1 0 3 by 2 minus 1 over 2, and now 8 minus 2 times R2 to R1, we get 1 0 0 1, and now this matrix will be in the form of minus 2 1 after using this operation, minus 2 1 and 3 by 2 minus 1 over 2. So AI transform to IA inverse. Now this is the identity matrix and this is the inverse of the given matrix A. So the inverse of the given matrix will be minus 2 1 3 by 2 minus 1 over 2. Now let's move on another example to find the inverse of 3 by 3 matrix by using elementary matrix method. The elementary matrix method means to transform AI into IA inverse. Like in this slide, to transform the augmented matrix AI into IA inverse, and we can obtain this form by using some elementary row operations. So if we transform AI into IA inverse, then this matrix will be the inverse of the given matrix A. So now here we have a 3 by 3 matrix. To find the inverse of this matrix A by using the elementary matrix method. So the augmented matrix now will be AI. This is the matrix A and this is matrix I. This is the identity matrix. Now we start the elementary row operation to transform this matrix into the identity matrix, and after using the elementary row operation, this identity matrix will be changed in some other form, and if we transform A identity into identity A inverse, then the new matrix in this position will be the inverse of this given matrix A. So let's start. This is AI. This is matrix A and this is the identity matrix I. Now some elementary row operations. We are trying to change this matrix into the identity matrix. Identity matrix mean 1 0 0 0 1 0 and 0 0 1. So for this purpose we add minus 2 times R1 to R2, minus 2 times R1 to R2, we get 0, and 1 minus 3. In another operation, minus 8 minus 1 time R1 to R3, 8 minus 1 time to R3, 8 minus 1 time to R3, we get 0, minus 2 and 5. And similarly, after applying these row operations, the identity matrix will be now 1 0 0, minus 2 1 0 and minus 1 0 1. Now another operations to transform this matrix into the identity matrix. For the identity matrix, now this entry will be 0. So A 2 time R2 to R3, 2 time R2 to R3, 2 times R2 to R3, we get 0, minus 1. And this matrix will be now, after using this operation, 2 time R2 to R3 will be 1 0 0, minus 2 1 0 and minus 5 2 1. Now the another operations, like in the previous slide, in the identity matrix, this entry will be plus 1, this entry will be 1 plus 1. So multiplying R3 to minus 1, multiplying R3 to minus 1, we get 1 2 3 0 1 minus 3 0 0 1, and this matrix will be now 1 0 0, minus 2 1 0, 5 minus 2 minus 1. In the previous slide, here in the third row of this matrix, we have minus 5 2 and 1, but when we multiplied R3 to minus 1, we get 5 minus 2 minus 1 in this matrix, 5 minus 2 minus 1. Now for the identity, to transform this matrix to the identity matrix, we need here 0 0 1 0 1 0 0. These two elements, these two entries will be 0, and this minus 3 will be 0. Then the matrix transform to the identity matrix. So for further row operations, to become this entry 0 and this entry will be 0, we add 3 times R3 to R2, 3 times R3 to R2, 3 times R3 to R2, add 3 times R3 to R2, this entry will be 0, and add minus 3 times R3 to R1. Now this matrix will be 1 2 0 0 1 0 and 0 0 1, and in this area, now this matrix will be, after using these operations, minus 14 6 3 13 minus 5 minus 3 and 5 minus 2 minus 1. Now to transform this matrix into the identity matrix, we need to change only this entry. This entry will be 0. Then the matrix will be transformed to the identity matrix. To become this entry 0, we add minus 2 times R2 to R1. We get 1 0 0, 0 1 0 and 0 0 1. And now this matrix become, after using this operation, 2 times minus 8 minus 2 times R2 to R1, 8 minus 2 times R2 to R1. Now this matrix will be minus 40 16 9 13 minus 5 minus 3 5 minus 2 minus 1. Now dear students, note that the matrix transformed to I, and this is the new matrix. So this new matrix is now the inverse of the given matrix A. So AI transform to I A inverse. So AI transform now AI A inverse. Transform AI to I A inverse. So this is the inverse of the matrix A. Inverse of the matrix A is now minus 40 16 9 13 minus 5 minus 3, 5 minus 2 minus 1. Dear student, you can verify your result to multiply this inverse matrix to the original matrix A. Multiplying the inverse of the matrix A to this matrix A, if we obtain the identity matrix, then we can say that the result is correct, the inverse of the matrix is correct, because the definition of the inverse of a square matrix A is A inverse multiplied A and A inverse, which will be equal to the identity of the matrix. Then the inverse of the matrix will be correct. And dear students, you can verify your results by finding the inverse of the matrix by using the Cramer method. First of all, find the determinant. And then find the adjoint of the matrix. Then using the formula inverse of the matrix A, 1 over determinant multiplied adjoint of the matrix A, you will get the same result by that method. But in the Cramer method, dear students, note that in the Cramer method, if determinant of the matrix A is equal to 0, then we say that the matrix is not invertible. Matrix A have no inverse. And now in this method, how we can identify that the matrix A has an inverse? In this matrix, at this stage, if you have any row 0, for example third row 0 or second row 0 or third row 0, then it's mean that A cannot be row equivalent to the identity matrix. In this case, the matrix A has no inverse. And this is the end of this segment. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.